How you doing, you lovely lot? Thank you for tuning in. It's been an interesting day. We got Hansel Hauser, we got Dennis Rodriguez, Abu Khan, Adam Weber. How you all doing tonight? Mr. Self-Destruct. Yeah, unfortunately I'm streaming through YouTube again. So it ain't got as much features, like I can't bring the messages up and stuff like that. It's kind of a ball ache really. I like to bring up your messages. This is one of my new masks. Quite good, isn't it? Oh, Zimbabwe. I'm getting used to it a bit more now on here. I don't know what the fuck. I put some random video on through like it said put a trailer. So I put some random video in there, don't even seem to have played. I don't know what that was all about. He's a bit of a cunt. YouTube really need to up their game, I reckon. They need to up their game on their streaming. I'm going to be looking into other streaming platforms as well. So what's up with you lot tonight, my crackers? What have you been doing today on this beautiful Sunday? Normally I'll be doing a scabcast this eve, but I'm doing my special not New Year's Eve, Guy Fawkes. My special Guy Fawkes podcast tomorrow night. I've got some friends on with me. I can't invite friends on here. I don't know how to do it on YouTube. It's fucking awful. I've been doing a bit of art today. A bit of drawing. A bit of painting. Just a bit of all round stuff really. What's been going on? Any drama? Anything I know? I assume you can hear me alright. I've got a bit of reggae music playing in the background. I hope it's not too overpowering. If it is, tell me and I'll turn it down a bit. Just having a laugh at Matty Barr as usual. Yeah, Matt Barr. Yeah, everyone has a laugh at Matt. He's become a bit of a laughing stock now, hasn't he? He's like basically... He's basically blew his career, really. Unless he sort of markets himself to people that ain't seen what an absolute Karen he's been online. No one's going to really want to hire him, are they? Poor little Matty. When you mess with the Don, things start to go wrong. All along. I've been telling them all along. If Matt Barr wouldn't have gaslighted me into an argument in the first place, I was trying to be mates with Matt. I was taking pity on him. Trying to take him under my wing. Show him the error of his ways and how to be a real man. And he gaslighted me into an argument because I said it was a bit gay that he was sort of like cock-sucking Yellow Flash. And not in those words. But then he got all personal and just gaslighted me and made it out like I started it on him. That's what he does. He just gaslights people. he'll come in with a childish little dish like, oh, whatever, like something a little 10-year-old girl would say to you, and then he'll get mad when you react to it, and he'll be like, whoa, what are you getting mad for? Because you just gaslit me into having an argument. He's just a mental patient. Hello, Peter. Hello, Pastor Flash. How you doing, my old mate? Don't see you in these parts much. What's happening? We're just talking Jive. I thought I'd try out YouTube again. I'm just doing a YouTube stream rather than StreamYards. It's not as good. It's not as good. I don't recommend it. But the one good thing about YouTube is it don't like limit your hours. If you're talking and you're having a good time, you can just carry on. With StreamYard, I've got to sort of like segment my shows and work out how long I've got left, which can put you off sometimes. Yeah, my connection seems to be a lot better just through YouTube. Maybe it's because it's going through different platforms. I can talk a lot clearer here. I don't know if anyone's streaming tonight. I haven't really looked online, to be honest. But I thought I'd come on because Sunday's my day anyway, ain't it, really? Dennis Rodriguez sort of reminded me. He said, any scabcast today? I thought, oh no, there ain't. But I am doing this. It's not as good as or sophisticated as scabcast. I can't present shit to you. But I'm here. I'm here in the present. And I'm talking to you. The Rasta Prince. Marilyn did a 13-minute live showing how to draw a pumpkin. Oh, that's good. I'll look at that later. Just to prove that he could do it. Because fucking gay boy Bar didn't believe it. When I don't know when people like Matt, artists on Matt's level, are going to come to the conclusion and finally realise that people like John Mayling and Ethan Van Sciver are like on a totally different artist level than them. Like you got like half decent artists, then all right. That's about where Matt Barr is. Like all right, just enough to be pro. And you got proper decent artists, an amazing artist. Now people like Merlin and Ethan are on like proper decent artists, amazing artists. They're your legends. They're your old school legends and people like that that these ones might turn into. But the level below that, where Matt is, he's got no fucking chance unless he shuts his fucking trap online and stops turning away all his customers and showing them how mental he is. He's got no chance of excelling to the next level. Because to excel in life to the next level, you need people to like you. You need people to back you. You need to be nice and civil. You have to be a civilized human being, which Matt Barr hasn't quite got the grasp of yet. It's a sad life. It's a sad life. And instead, he does him and his little wiggle gay boyfriend. Like if they hear someone dishing them, all they got is the massive cope of going, oh, rent free, rent free. Yeah, so they're just copers. They know they fucked it. They ruined everything they could have had. One good bit of news that I have got, I did manage to retrieve a little bit of the files from Mailing Mysteries. I've got a few of them back. So it's going to be, it's good. It's a good sign. Yeah, I've been So I've been working on that again a bit today as well. Obviously, the next episode, because the last episode was tourists, wasn't it? Tourists, where they went into the government facility dressed in their Hawaiian shirts. The next episode, John and Choco got to escape. They got to get out before the reinforcements from the corrupt police that are working for the WEF come. Because if you haven't worked it out in the storyline yet, Gary Busey and Keanu Reeves, they're corrupt police, they're corrupt agents that are paid off by the World Economic Forum. And they are after Cecil. If you work out the storyline and look at it closely, it's Cecil that they're after. Now ask yourselves, why? It might be because he made Cash Grab 6. It might be, possibly. But could it be deeper? Could it be deeper than that? Chances are it bloody could. You see, I like to layer my stories. I always took pride in my writing. I lead you on a simple path and you think you can predict it, and then I just pull something out from the left field. Like that. Slap you around the face a bit. Give you a bit of like, yeah, that's, yeah, I'll drop something in. Easter eggs. Yeah, I'm liking this, with this as well at the minute. The connection's better and my camera's allowing me to do a better quality as well. Because I've got to go quite low quality through StreamYard. So my camera's more detailed. You can see the old creases in my old face where I'm rotting away. I was talking about mobile phones earlier on Twitter. And back in my day, when mobile phones first came out, I remember them. They were like big bricks. They were like about that big, like half a foot long. And they were like thick with a big aerial, like what the army used to call in air raids. You'd be like, yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Push your aerial down, clip it on your belt. Kids nowadays, they don't know how lucky they got it. In my day, kids weren't out of reach of a good slap either. All the policemen in my part of Manchester, we grew up knowing the police. Like the local Bobby, he'd come round knocking on doors and stuff, and if we got in trouble, he'd just grab us by the ear, give us a little slap, take us back to our parents, and let them deal with us. Nowadays, with all this woke shit, it's like you go through a fucking massive process, wouldn't you? But yeah, it was a lot easier back then. A lot easier. Life was just better. Looking at it through rose-tinted shades. I'm looking a bit like a much more handsome version of Little Wayne, ain't I, tonight? Yeah, Little John. I could be Little John. Southside. What? What? Ralph Mack, how you doing, Ralph? Ralphie Mack. Ain't seen you in a while. Actually, I did. Yeah, I get confused. There's a few people that come in and out now and again. You drift in and out. But I always remember the names. Now, I've been quite lucky since I sort of made myself known in Comicsgate. Obviously, I watched Comicsgate for a month or two before I made myself known in it, and I got inspired by mailing. Obviously, I knew about mailing before Comicsgate. I was like partly a fan of him anyway. For me, it wasn't Comicsgate that made people like Ethan and John. People like that, they were around. Del Keown, they were around. You knew of them. Shane Davis. But a lot of people only know them because of Comicsgate. You got to remember some of these people, they're almost like 50 years old. Oh, look at Del Keown, he's a fucking vampire. He's immortal. He don't age. And of course, when I was growing up in their comic books, there wasn't no wokeness in them. Comic books hadn't become wokeified yet. I was still quite lucky, I guess. I had all the old Judge Dredds and stuff like that, 2000 AD, not all of them, but a lot of them. And they weren't really woke. They were the opposite. They were like taking the piss out of life, like how you should, like how things should be. But nonetheless, I did come into Comicsgate. I came in, I helped him out, and I wouldn't class myself as full Comicsgate. I'm Comicsgate adjacent. I class myself as an ally. Yeah, more than any other organisation in the comic book world. And the people that watch me have been really nice in the fact that I've slowly become one of your champions, one of your frontmen to help voice the opinions. That's why I started the Comicsgate Commanders originally, because I'm not going to lie, I didn't even know about the slums. I wasn't watching the slums when I came into it. I wasn't even they weren't even on my mind. So I started the Comicsgate Commanders in the same respect that the original slums was created for people from the chat to rise up and have a voice. But unlike the slums, the Comicsgate Commandos went on to actually carry on to be good. A pro for Comicsgate, something that is growing and something that will carry on. It's been immortalised. I passed it over to young Patrick Quinlan, and ever since he's doing his best to keep it going. He's got some amazing guests on there, and there's something that the slums will never be. Like the Comicsgate Commandos, you can have gossip on there, you can have the drama, but at the end of the day, it's still about the promotion. It's still about bringing people up, empowering those indie comic creators, the ones that haven't got a voice. Like how Patrick Quinlan started out, a big fan of Comicsgate. He was in it, he was in the chats, and he slowly built the confidence up to make his own comic. Now he's on his second one. That's how people rise for being helped, shared. People supported us. They supported our channels. They shared. They say super chats. Like to some of these creators, they're fucking. It goes over their head, doesn't it? They could get like a $20, $30, $40 super chat, and that's like they appreciate it, but that's fuck all to them. They get to a point where they're like, oh yeah, it's just expected. You get these small creators that you lot help out. The small creators like myself and the people that have just been monetized. If they get a super chat like that, that's semi life changing to people like that. To people, the small creators. If you get like a $40 or $50 super chat, that's like a day's work. That's almost like a day's pay to some people who've got shitty jobs. Could be more. And none of it's not like expected either. No one has to press that button. That just shows what nice people are in the community. Good heartfelt people that have got fucking hearts and they can see talent when they spot it. And they're willing to support good entertainment and good artists. In the Comicsgate community, amongst most online communities, and amongst them all really should be very proud of themselves. Because when you're not bitching at each other, when you're not having little inter-gang fights and calling each other names, you are helping people, you're making artists. Without the people in the chat and the backers, then they wouldn't have fuck all to begin with, would they? Ralph Mack, I like the slums and the people. You fit right in. Now, Ralph, you're looking at it wrong, mate. I don't. The only people I like in the slums now, you want to be honest, you're honourable people that have got a little bit of heart, a fucking dark gift in Dillard. Anyone left in the slums apart from that, fuck them. They had their chances. They've all gone against CG. They've all shit talked. They've all bad-mouthed fucking the other artists in CG. There's only so much you can fucking take before you've got to take a side, mate. You can't be a fence setter all the time. Fuck the slums. Fuck fucking rap to Jesus. Anyone whose aim is to come and disrupt CG and stop these fucking artists making a living. You got to remember, right? These artists are making a living. People like Shane Davis, Ethan Van Sciver, they're supporting their families. They're making a living doing their art. You get little fucktards like in the slums, Matt Bars and your Wiggles and your Jiggles and all your other little gay boys coming in with no fucking talent of their own. And if they have got talent, it's fucking minuscule compared to Ethan Van Sciver and people like that. I'm just using him as an example. Del Keown, anyone else in fucking Comicsgate, Tucci, right? They're fucking retards. And the sooner, like, no offence, you can like their shows, but the sooner people stop fucking watching them and giving them fucking time, then the sooner Comicsgate will repair and we can focus on what it is meant to be about. Because it's those shows, even Dark Gifts disassociating himself with it because he realises that what the slums has turned into fucking shit. It's the scums now. It's fucking nothing. Fuck them. You got people like absolute fucking spacky retards like Risey and people like that. You find him funny because he's just a sweary Australian. What the fuck is he? He's just a fucking mong in my eyes. People like that, just fucking, what do they do? What is their fucking contribution to the community apart from being moany fucking Karens? They're all fucking knobheads, all of them. Dark Gift's cool, Dillard's cool. Any other people like that are like willing to associate themselves with Matt Barr and people like that. If you can happily sit on a stream with Matt Barr and lick his ass and not come out and talk against the fucking drivel that he's spitting out, then you're a bit of a mong as well, ain't you, to be fair? You're just fucking perpetuating the bullshit. That's the way I see it. And people got to realise that. It might be a bit of fun to some people, but at the end of the day, this spiteful shit that goes on, and it's not just the slums, but the slums facilitate it, like Raptor does, this fucking digging and bullying, trying to ruin people's careers, people mocking Ethan's wife, Anna's sister, fucking all these little personal family digs. It's fucking not called for. And anyone that does that in my eyes is fucking dishonourable. It's fucking disgusting. And they should be fucking ashamed of themselves. They're just stirring shit. That's all it is. They don't deserve your time. They don't deserve your views. You want to pay these people, like the more views you're giving them, you're perpetuating them. You're making them think, oh yeah, I can make a living out of talking this absolute fucking tripe. Any of you lot in the chat could do what Lord Raptor Jesus does. Any of ya. If you had the balls, you just make a fucking YouTube channel, start ripping off Mange Davis and going, yeah. Any of ya could do it. There's no fucking talent involved, mate. It's fucking disgusting. And you get proper artists, multimedia artists, comic book artists, people that are helping Comicsgate, getting overlooked for fucking swaggards like that. They don't deserve the light of day, I don't reckon. Hello, Applebits, how you doing, mate? Sorry about that rant. I'm just I'm fed up of this now. I'm fed up of the subject of it. It's obvious. People need to just fucking move on. The more you give light to retards, the more retarded they're going to be, innit? Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not a saint. Put my hands up to that. I like a bit of drama. I like a bit of gossiping and winding people up, a bit of trolling now and again. But I never do anything spiteful. I never involve someone's family or kids or take the piss out of anything like that. Or try and ruin someone's career to a point where they can't get money or something like that, or they can't get paid. And someone like Matt Barr, he does that for himself. You don't even need to do that. Repairman Jack, yep, it's ugly in the slums nowadays. Yeah, it is. It's not what it originally, what they claim to be, what they claimed to be for. And even Dark Gift, he's a lovely bloke. I love Dark Gift like a brother. I'd have him on my show anytime, and he invites me on his. But he's been too soft. He's been too fucking soft. Like John Malin said, you need, when you've got big heated debates going on your channel, you need to be moderating it. You need to be muting one person, letting someone speak, muting the other person, letting the other person speak. Because there's no fucking, you don't get anything solved. It sounds like two little girls having a go at each other, screaming over each other. So Dark Gift, yeah, if you are ever going to do anything like that again, mate, be the judge. Grow a pair of balls and just say, no, hang on a minute, Matt Barr, shut up. John's turn. Hang on, John, shut up. Matt's turn. That's all you got to do. But no one seems to grasp these simple concepts. That's what happened with me on Raptor's show. The only one time I even bothered to try to go on, because I thought he was all right when I first saw him. I thought he was a nice guy. And then I go on there. He lets Matt Barr scream like a little girl. Nothing gets said. He didn't bother trying to mute anyone or anything. Shit host. Got no fucking talent at all. Fucking mong of a man. Strange Signal, thank you. A £2 super chat. Sausages and safety pins for my favourite punk. Hell. Yeah, a £2 super chat. Thank you, mate. That's much fucking appreciated in this climate. Apple Pit says absolutely. I let Jonny play the riff draft bid on song that he wants. Fact. Apple Pitch is brilliant. He's a brilliant man. What's this? I missed something from my brother Dennis. The stuff Barr has said about Katie and Anna is just despicable. He can get away with it because he's online. Rubbish. Otherwise, he'd find no teeth and busted kneecaps. Exactly, a bloke like that in real life, someone would just fuck him up, wouldn't they? Some little scummy cunt like Matt Barr. He makes you want it. He's got a very stabbable face, hasn't he? He's just got one of those faces. Ever get around to covering the song What a Wonderful World? No, I didn't. I have to put that back on my list. I'm sorry, Signal. Yeah, I've totally forgot about that one. What a wonderful world. I'll try and do it in the proper voice as well, innit? And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. You got to go all like gurgly, like you're drowning. Indeed, Johnny. Indeed. Indeed, Dennis. Agreed, amigo. Bueno, bueno. Buenos, buenos. I think you could do wonders with that song. It feels like your theme song, honestly. Well, I'll try. I'll try and do an original rendition of it. Just for you, Signal, my strange brother, from wherever you may be, out there in the ether. Ralph Mack, I don't like it either when the slums low blow makes no sense on behalf of all Australians. Hey, another Aussie, how you doing, Mac? I'd like to apologise for Risey, who is never I've never found funny. Well, don't get me wrong, Risey's I doubt he's a bad bloke in real life. I doubt he's as bad as he is online. But online, he's an insufferable prick. Really, all he does is shout. He's got an ear-piercing girl's voice, and he makes shit dad jokes and fucking tries to gaslight people into arguments. He's just a knobhead, and he liked to hang around with Lord Raptor Jesus. So that kind of like that done it for me. That's what if you're gonna sit with him, if you're gonna break bread with that retard, then nah, I don't want to know you, mate. Fuck that. Ralph, Matt, I haven't been on the slum since April. I wasn't moaning at you, Ralph. You've never like done anything nasty towards Comicsgate artists. I'm not saying every slummer has, but what the slums has become in general it's just a shit show. Honestly, the Comicsgate commanders, you want to be getting onto them, promoting them. They're the future. They're the future of that kind of format for shows. Getting the young creators up. It's good. This little format on YouTube broadcasting because I haven't really worked out how to do any videos or anything like that yet. It's just me chatting here, so it gives me a chance to have a proper little rant about what I've been seeing lately. It's good, and you lot get involved. I love you for it. We had some top hats in the chat earlier. That's my new sign, by the way. Top hats in the chat. If you see that in any chat throughout Comicsgate, it's a silent tribute to Johnny. That is. Top hats in the chat. Top hats in the chat. Enzo Alza laughing. Hail the commandos, says Adam Webber. Apple Pits. Hey Johnny, I sent you a link to my new song. Alright. I'll look at that later, Apple Pits. I can't play it on here because yesterday I done one of these streams and I think I went to share something from another screen and it fucked the whole fucking stream up, as you might have noticed if you were watching. It cut out and started buffering and I just had to end the stream because it was just I don't even know how to redo it or refresh it. It was fucked. Repairman Jack, way down south. Win Dixie slow. Dixie, yeah, Dixie. I like the South in America. If I was American, I always said to Bjorn, I said if I was born American, I'd probably want to be born down like somewhere near like Louisiana or like New Orleans or somewhere like that. I like that part of America, the creepy like voodoo southern accent sort of part. I think I'd get on well in New Orleans, wouldn't you? Don't you? I could probably get away with wearing my mask, can I? And they wouldn't think I was a weirdo because they think it was like a tribute to some voodoo god or something. They paint their faces and shit, don't they? They make beautiful soup. Jambalaya. Is it jambalaya? I always hear Americans say that. Jambalaya and gumbo. Gumbo. What are they? Can someone explain them to me? I think gumbo's like a soup in it with like shrimps in. I think. Am I wrong? Jambalaya and gumbo. Let's have a little talk about that. Anyone know what they are? There is this rumour that Mark Polton shared his email as P2P getting unwanted from. No, I haven't seen that, no. I haven't seen that, Dennis. Ain't no jambalaya here in California. From the Walking Dead game I used to play, I'd say you're right. My experience is limited, though. Jambalaya. Oh, I'd eat a bit of jambalaya. Couldn't be bad, could it, really? I'm gonna put a bit of music on.
Suckers, if you don't step aside for David Gardner. Where are you motherfuckers? Criminals will be suckers if you don't step aside for David Gardner. You can be involved, and you must be told. You'll feel a walk up on your back when a procrastinator does. If you do the job, loyal to the mob, you'll be spotted everywhere except the friends in the sun.
Not bad. I've been doing about 40 minutes so far. Thank you for the super chat, Strange Signal. That makes a lot of It's actually really, really kind because I'm trying to save up to get a better computer, and it's all going into it. Once I've got a better computer, I can get a proper animation program then, and my streams will be better. I'm using a laptop, you see, and they're not really that good laptops. I need like a built-in computer, really. Hello, Catalyst Vault. How you doing? Remember this? From one of my first ever scabcasts. This is almost a year old now. That was Coke once. Coca-Cola. Now it's got an organism living in it. Some sort of alien life. I call it Jimmy. I'm just waiting for that pot gummy to kick in. Now we're talking. Are you lot busy tomorrow then? Have you all got work? That'd be interesting. If you don't mind saying in the chat, why don't you put in something that relates to the type of work you do, and I've got to guess what you are. Give me a riddle. Give me like a clue. Like so say you were a policeman, you could say like, uh, I restrain people. You could say like some weird thing. No worries, Dennis. It's about fucking time, isn't it, mate? I think you deserved it. I don't do it often, and I won't do it again for a few months. So you're very lucky, Dennis, but you are one of my closest brothers. I think yeah. And he's not. I don't just give moderators out. For a start, you have to be tuning into a lot of shows. Like Apple Pits is good, but he's my brother. I could just get him in on a stream if I wanted, and I know he'd come in. Like people like Dennis, they're busy people, so they might be able to just now and again they come in and they might not come on the show, but you come and watch. You're always around. Apple Pits don't want to be modding. Play your link on your phone. Yeah, I could. Can I? Link on the phone. Let's try that. Oh, actually, I've got shit. Yeah, hang on. I think I can. I have to use my other phone though, because I've got a new phone now, and I haven't set up all my stuff on it yet. So I haven't got. Don't think. I don't think that I've got my X on there. Did you send me it on X? Probably did, didn't you? Stupid question. Here we are. Melody Rocks. This is the premiere of the link of what Melody Rock sent me. I'll see if I can get it close to the camera. Did you feel this? Was that all you playing that? Oh, here we are. Oh no, it's fucking up. Brightness is all going. Is that you singing and playing Apple Pits? Because that was ripping up the guitar pretty good if it was. It's all But it's all me but the drums. Wow, that is good. But I know, to be fair, I'll try and play that again properly when I've got Scabcast going, so I can share the video properly. It's a bit of a fucking arm ache doing that. Yeah. I'm not just trying to blow smoke up your ass. But you're actually, most of the music you make's pretty decent, Apple Pits. Hi, y'all. How you doing, Grey Wolf? Yeah, like there might be one or two like hit and miss with ya, but I'd say 99% of your work is pretty damn good. What's this crap?
Excuse me. Have you seen our house? Sorry? Our house. Seen it? No, I haven't.
Dennis Rodriguez gifted a Johnny Scab membership. Thank you, Dennis. Fucking hell, thank you, mate.
Seen our house?
That's brilliant.
Seen our
Even
house?
that helps with the channel.
Over there. Down there. Thank you.
Every membership helps. And over the next few months, I'm going to be updating my channel better. I'm going to be updating my channel better and putting more stuff for my members. More members' content. And I'll also be making more content in general. Next year is the year of the scab. And when I finally get my channel up and go into the level I want it, I can start repaying all my mates then. Once I can make a little bit of an income from it, I can start posting things and doing like competitions and stuff. I can give gifts, like winners gifts, like I'm doing for my Matt Bar competition. I've got a Matt Bar drawing competition. Anyone can enter. You haven't got to be an artist. In fact, it's probably better if you ain't, because I'm going to be judging. I might even have a panel. And all you got to do is on an A4 piece of paper. These are like the main. It ain't even got to be on an A4 piece of paper, as long as it's a clear shot, so I can use it. Then you can draw it to any standard you want. How you doing, Carbon Art? What's the next Marilyn Mysteries? When's the next Marilyn Mysteries coming out? Oh, fucking hell, Carbon. You ain't even been watching my updates, have you? Well, unfortunately, Carbon, I had a lot of corrupt files on my computer, so I had to put it back a little bit. But I updated people earlier, and I said I managed to retrieve some of it, so I am trying to work on it again. Give me like another week or two, and as long as things don't fuck up again, it might be alright. Yeah, I will. Yeah, yeah, I won't get it. I didn't mean that I didn't mean to snap at your, Carbon, but yeah, basically, I've had a lot of the scenes fuck up on me, so I've got to try and patch it all back up together. Thank you, Dennis, for the membership, and thank you, Strange Signal, for the super chat. Every little helps is fucking brilliant. Amazing having mates like you, look. Another thing, in case you missed it, Carbon, I made a new moderator tonight. Now, my moderators are amongst the finest in the world, people, right? Because my moderators, they know one thing. They don't just like I'm totally I'm a freedom of speech absolutist, right? So I don't want my moderators kicking anyone or timing anyone out. If I want you to kick someone out, I'll say, all right, unless it comes from my mouth, and I'll say, yo, get rid of this fool. I've had enough of him, or something like that. I'm very unlikely to do that. My moderators know, but what I do like my moderators to do, if they can be bothered now and again, is to share links. Even if they're just funny links. I'm not even that fussy. But if I've got a guest on, then obviously share links that relate to them. And links that relate to me. And your own links. Keep it interesting. Bro, feel free to use my song in a future vid. Any way you wish. You are in the next episode. Anyway, you're in the next episode, Apple Pits. What you could do for me eventually is maybe if I send you over a few lines to speak, you could do a voice recording of just your voice and audio reading my lines, and I could use your voice then for mailing mysteries without having to like look back through your videos. I could get you to say some proper stuff. That'd be handy. But it's always better to use the people's real voices if you can. It's like in the next episode, I'm going to be doing the voice of Eric July, but I've also got some parts that are like real recordings of him as well that I'm blending in different scenes. Business. Absolutely, just send over the lines. I will, yeah. I don't need it just yet, but that's good to know, Apple Pits, because I've got some ideas. For the last episode, especially. I've pretty much done you in this episode, but maybe for the last episode, the finale of the season, I might want some custom lines. That'd be brilliant. Maybe even if I could get Nicholas Mahue as well, because he's in it for the last episode. Dr. Mahue. He's a scientist that's working on like sound and microwave technology and warp gates and things. And he's an old friend of John's in the alternate world. Obviously, you're going to see what happens with Patrick T as well. Left on a bit of a cliffhanger, wasn't it? In Tourists. Texas Zombie caught up with him. So you're going to be seeing what happens there. Headphones in the chat. Headphones in the chat. Hansel. Hansel is Top Hats. Top Hat's my German friend. Top Hat in the chat. Top Hat's in the chat. Four Top Hats, four Top Hats, four Top Hats in the chat. Thank you, Apple Pits. Yeah. I think next year Comicsgate should try and refresh it, reset itself. Throw to the side all the pieces of shit like Matt Bar, Raptor, all them lot. Dismiss them. Cast them away like a used wank rag. Start fresh. Just pay attention to the proper artists. Don't give any time to the people that are just there to destroy you. Ones that are just like a cancer. If you're a Christian, then it's the people sent by the devil to test you. I mean, if you're going to support any channels on YouTube, and I'm not preaching, but at least support channels where the creators are trying to entertain you, where they've got some form of talent, an, an outlet. Like you support a comic book artist because they're a good comic book artist. A lot of people support me because I make Mailing Mysteries, or some people might find me a bit funny or entertaining. I'm an artist. I paint, I draw, I make masks, I do all sorts. And other creators like that, someone who can actually musicians, Finatra. Finatra makes music, he does stuff, he contributes. You get channels like that, not channels where people are just bitching all the time, constantly, 24 hours or whatever, like once a day, once every other day. And every stream's the fucking same. Every stream's the fucking same. It's all moaning. It's all fucking moaning about Ethan Van Sciver and anyone else and Comicsgate and blah, 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 blah. It's all the fucking same. We need to reset it. Mute the fucking lot. I will always be for Comicsgate, like it or not. I don't care if it's people that don't like me are watching this. I will always, in my heart, support Comicsgate. And when I say I support Comicsgate, I mean the proper Comicsgate. The Comicsgate that gets on with its work. The Comicsgate that promotes artists. The Comicsgate that's doing stuff to make Comicsgate better. Not people that want to tag along. Not people that are just here for the ride and get what they can get. People like Eric July. What Eric July done to Comicsgate, came in, used them for all they were fucking worth, dried them right out, and then fucked off. Said, see you later on. You're all a bunch of wankers anyway. Camel Moon comes in, makes a shitty fucking program, dissing all the main artists, not even bigging them up, turning them into some weird mongy alien fucking things. People pay him to fucking do it. I mean, what's wrong with you? Come on, wake up, people. He's not even like making the characters out to be good or anything. But just examples, things like that. People like that. They're just fucking waste of time. Got to think of it in the long run. Support the real artists. Let's make Comicsgate great again. Let's make the comic book world great again. Not just Comicsgate. Think beyond that. Suburbs are much more civilized, Adam Webber says. The CG suburbs. It's playing on the slums thing again now, isn't it? We got to get rid of that. We just got to forget about it. Do a commie on it. Just it never happened. Pull down the statue. A bunch of wankers they are. Yeah, apple pits. Yeah, a bunch of wankers. No, they ain't. I'm on about no. That was Eric July talking to Comicsgate, calling them a bunch of wankers. But yeah, I get what you mean. Dennis Rodriguez doing his job. Well done, Dennis. Sharing links for Godlike from Lord Malin. Top Hat's in the chat. Top Hat's in the chat. And we got some bombs just above that. There's some bombs as well. Abu Khan bombing us. Oh, Hansel Hauser this time. We've had a lot of bombs. Top Hat's in the chat. Yeah, there's loads coming in. Thank you, you lot. You're fucking beautiful. Yeah. What would you like? I think, can you do polls and shit on here? I swear you could do polls on YouTube, and they don't give me any of the options for that. Yeah, next year I'm going to be focusing. Obviously, I'm going to try and finish mailing mysteries by the end of this year. Then I'm going to have a break from that. It's either going to be because this last finale. After the finale, you're going to have to wait for a while to see what happens, if anything happens at all. So prepare. So don't wish it away too soon. Don't be like, oh, let's quickly watch it. It could be the last episode of Made in Mysteries you ever see. Ever. Possibly. You should be able to do polls. Yeah, it's not giving me the option to do it. Fucking weird. It's fucking weird, I tell you. Spam menu. No, that ain't doing it. Oh, hang on, what's this? Ah, I can. I'm thinking a good poll for you. Something to do with Made in Mystery. Right, I'm going to ask you a question in this poll. Right? But the question I'm asking might not even happen. Right? This is just a theoretical question. I could just be trying to throw you off. Alright? So don't take it too seriously. I started the poll. And this is a theoretical poll. No one might not die at all. Or everyone might die. You never know. At the minute, we've got 14% on Ethan, 29% on Chokeout, and 50% on Cecil. 25% on Chokeout, 25 on Ethan. We are coming in. We are coming in. We got 50% on Cecil, 20. Oh, it's changing. 56 on Cecil, 22 on Chokeout, 22 on Ethan. No one expects John to die. He's doing well in the polls. 30% on Ethan, 20 on Chokeout, 50 on Cecil, and John is still untouched. Hail chat, hail Johnny. Hello Nick, how you doing? Hello Katie Did. Katie Did's in the chat as well. Oh, the poll's changing. He's fluctuating. No one's voting John. How strange. No one wants John to die. He's the golden child, isn't he? No one wants John to die. Without mailing, what would mailing mysteries be? Oh, we got 50, 58 on Cecil, 70. Oh, it's just fluctuating up and down, up and down. It's changing. I have to leave it for a while, see what happens. Poor Cecil. To be fair, I haven't actually, throughout the seasons, Cecil's not been a bad character. I haven't took the piss out of him too much. He did kill a dungeoneer. He's had a few fights. And he's I'm alright. He could have been a lot worse. Could have been Matt Barr. Nice. Dennis Rodriguez sharing the Elephant link. If anyone's interested, have a look at that. New book by Ethan Van Scriver, Elephant. I believe there's some John Mayden artwork in it as well. Right, the poll is at 38 and 38 on Chokeout, 24 on Ethan. Oh, Chokeout and Cecil, head to head. That's the two that you lot want to die, isn't it? Is that the ones you want to die the most? You should feel ashamed of yourselves. Chokeout has been John's loyal servant all the way through. He'd do anything for John. He loves him. Chokeout's character in Alternate Earth loves John like a brother. He'd take a bullet for him. As you can tell, when he thought John died in the Battle of the Dungeoneers, he was just over his body crying. Takes a lot to see a grown man cry. Right, I'm gonna with the poll. I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes, and then I'm gonna end it. Actually, no, I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up for a bit. Leave the poll up in case anyone else comes in. Hello, Dr. Ben. How you been? Thank you for coming in. I'd invite some of you people in, but I'm streaming through YouTube and I can't do fuck all. I've only just worked out how to make a poll. I can't bring up your messages on the screen. I can't invite my friends in. It's quite solitary, really. It's quite lonely. But at least I can chat to you. Do you like my new mask? This is one I made earlier. It's one of my voodoo masks. I'm going to alternate my masks now and again throughout the shows just to keep you lot entertained and show off my new pieces of art. Because these masks are actually art pieces as well. I'm going to put them on little mannequin heads and display them at some point. But they're worth more because I wore them. And eventually, if I stop wearing them and they become bits of art, I might sell them off as originals because there's only one. There's only one of them. I never make a copy of the exact same mask. It's impossible. No one could replicate it. Oh, Katie did. Katie did got a bad thumb. First for war. First for war. Ain't seen you in here for a while. The name rings a bell. First for war. Katie was typing so much. You're like, okay, one thing I will say, Katie, about your shows is I've got to give you credit. You're so organised. You know how to control the panel. Like when you want to say something, they shut up. It's good. You've got a commanding presence. You're a good presenter. You know how to get your points across, and you've got little segments lined up that you want to talk about, little subjects. It's good. Very well organised. That's what I like about your shows. I noticed that. Professional. Hello, Transylvanian Jack. How you doing tonight? I'm catching all the cool people now because it's getting later in the night. I'm catching all the cool people coming home. I'll try and stay on as long as I can for you, just in case you need some alternate entertainment. I don't know what other streams you're watching, but Uncle John is here. We can always chat. Thank you, Johnny. I just make me read a leftist article. Just don't make me read a leftist article. Yeah, yeah. I couldn't do that either. It'd just be like brain rot. No, but seriously, yeah. You got a good setup. It's good. Very professional. Because I've been on your show once and I didn't really like, I went on there long, but I realised that it was, yeah, it was organised. I liked it. Felt like being on a proper news show. Well, that sounds good. Katie got a big show tomorrow. Got Flip City magazine stopping by. So make sure you all tune into that as well. Katie D is a big supporter, very close friend of the channel, of Johnny Scab, of moi. She's always supported us, helped the Comics Gate Commanders. She's very close with the Comics Gate Commandos as well. And Katie got a heart of gold. She does everything she can to help promote decent people. And if you go and subscribe to her and find her on Twitter, you'll see all the people that she helps promote. Brilliant artists. For those of you that don't know who she is. First of all, always give the light. Thank you, First of all. First of all. I've got some very loyal fans, like people that, oh, well, I don't know if you're fans, but you know what I mean, like supporters. I don't want to be so arrogant as to call you fans, but I've got some very loyal and good-hearted, kind-hearted supporters. Pretty much mates, really, innit? Like friends, not like in real life friends, but virgin on the edge of friends. Like, you know what I mean? Getting to know each other a bit. We are fans of you. Thanks, Katie. That's nice. I'm a fan of you as well. I'm a fan of quite a lot of the people, artists, and like you all know, I'm a John Mayne fan. I'm his biggest fan. I'm like I'm like his Kathy Bates from Misery. I like Ethan. I've always liked Ethan. Well, not always, but for a good like 10 years, been into Ethan von Skyler, Ben Skyler. Shane Davies, brilliant artist. I would class myself as fans of them. I'm a fan of Katie Did. She does brilliant work. It's a form of art. Media, I guess. I class Katie Did as like a media sort of lady. A media artist. And it is a form of art because you've got to manage things. You've got to be technology savvy. You've got to do your research. You've got to all the time you take to clip other people's shows and all that goes into account. An editor, like an editor media, it's hard work. As someone who does a lot of media myself, as in like making videos and editing and stuff, it's time consuming and it can be like sometimes it can be very sort of you feel like you're getting nowhere and you're never a fan of your own work. So when you make something, you look at it and you think, oh, is that good enough? Like you start to question yourself a bit. It's hard work. It's hard work trying to entertain the public. Love you, Johnny. Member for 4 months. Katie D's been a member for 4 months. That's loyal, that is. I think that's as long as I've had memberships. Pretty much. Maybe like a month less, I don't know. But thank you, Katie. It's very much appreciated. We love you too. And Comics Gate loves you. I have got plans. I've got plans to sort of I want to help make more stuff for Comics Gate, more merch, more art. And with the supporters I got, it's definitely a step towards getting there. I'd like to paint portraits like my versions of all the main artists. A collection of portraits, little canvases, like my other art pieces. Um, of all the main artists in Comicsgate, like my versions of them, caricatures. Obviously, starting with the biggest ones like Keown, Marlon, Tucci, Ethan, and like working. I'll probably have like a series of them, 10 or 20. Then all be one-offs. You should. It would be fun to see you do it. Thank you, Katie. I'm going to put a little bit of background music on. God bless. I often talk about being an honorary Rasta, and I'm not winding you up either. I've been visiting Jamaica most of my life, on and off. I've got relatives here, and even though I haven't really got dreadlocks in real life, I'm down with a lot of the real Rastafarians here, and it's a bit of an ongoing joke with them. They call me an honorary Rasta. It's blatantly like a bit of a piss take. Because the part of Jamaica I visit is on the outskirts of Kingston, and it is quite rough. I mean, America got some rough ghettos, but honestly, if you go to the Kingston ghettos, they're like fucking hell. It's like being in the heart of Africa. Luckily, I get, like, because of my relatives, I'm sort of like a familiar face around there, and I've never caused anyone no harm. We even done a gig there once. Dr. Ben says Johnny was a bomber clot all the time. Now I got Jamaican in my blood. You might not think it, on my dad's side. So yeah, I got a little bit of bomber clot in me. Ras clot, you know. Like I said in school, some people used to call me Chessboard John. We'd be jamming, yeah. Well, I like to take it easy, Apple Pitch, you know me. I'm a chilled man. And this isn't my regular stream, as I said, I'm doing a special Scabcast tomorrow night. The Guy Fawkes special, where I'll have some of my friends on with me. And if anyone's around, there might be a few extra slots. I'll put the link in the chat and you lot can pop in. And that'll be through StreamYard, so I can produce it a bit better. This one is very this is very basic, isn't it? It's doing it straight through YouTube, but it works, so I can't knock it. Right, the poll is saying at the minute we've got Cecil at 44, Choke out at 36%, Ethan at 20, and John is still on 0%. That's very interesting from a psychological point of view. Everyone fears John being killed because you had the heart attack shock of him dying last time, didn't you? In the other season, I'm thinking, oh fuck, is he actually dead? He came back in a wheelchair and he was blagging all along. He got choked out to push him around for a bit, and he was just testing him. Originally, he sat in the wheelchair so the nurses in the hospital would take pity on him and give him bed baths. Right, so I think Cecil's won the poll anyway. I'm going to make a new one for you. Everyone expects Cecil to die. He's the most likely to die. Cecil is the winner.
guitar. Oh, well, and it sure so sweet, yes, to me. Then all of a sudden I heard them shout, "Time to come." Yes, me think a soldier man a come, but I can't go. Oh, well, me think a soldier man a come, but I can't go. Yes, little mouse must sleep like an iron toe. Oh, well, little mouse must sleep like an iron toe. I was sitting like some crazy, reading about Jaja liberty. Then all of a sudden there comes disturbance. When I heard a shout, say look out. Me think a soldier man a come, but I can't go. Oh, well. Because of my
Well, shit. It's gone onto a YouTube ad. Don't want to listen to that shit. Fuck off.
sitting in a nine-man corner one Sunday, feeling a sniff of sensing for I and that retreat. Yes, play 2 bars of a melody and my guitar. Oh, well, and it sure so sweet, yes, to me. Then all of a sudden I heard them shout, "Time to come." Yes, me think a soldier man a come, but I can't go. Oh, well, me think a soldier man a come, but I can't go. Yes, little mouse must sleep like a wisdom is free, knowledge and understanding too. Love is a key, love can open any door. So why should there be so much hate? Is that man is a fool to what he do not know? That my good friend say, man to man is so unjust, and you don't know it's good to just be good to your brother, be good to your sisters too. This was a game to be done, just like we see the sun.
Oh, the polls are going crazy on this one.
So why should there be so much hate? Is that man is a fool to what he do not know? That my good friend say, man to man is so unjust, and you don't know it's so.
What's this, Apple Pits? Repairman Jack says priest. Adam Webber gives the Jamaican flag and a lion. Apple Pit says I told Cecil he should make a bizarro, Cecil. Call him Faces and make him wear a brown hat that looks like clump of shit. That's interesting. Right, the polls, we got 0% think no. It's definitely no one. Everyone thinks that he is secretly his wife. 36% only at weekends, and 64% say his wife is his underage cousin. That's more likely, but I wouldn't put it past him being a bit of a Norman Bates either. I think his wife might be one of his personalities. But we'll see. Only the poll will show. The poll, what the poll says goes. That's fact. Like it or not, Matt. That's how life works. Transylvanian Jack laughing.
Love cannot be daily, no. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. That is an understanding too. Love is a key. Love cannot be daily, no.
60% think that Matt's wife is his underage cousin. 33% think that he dresses up as her on weekends. And 7% think that he's not. He's secretly his own wife. That's probably him. That's probably him coming on and voting. Or one of his little men. His little merry men. Because Jonny is a freedom of speech absolutist. I allow cockheads to watch my channel. If they choose to. So they can vote on it too. But the people will speak. And what the poll says goes. Remember that, that's fact. Come over to the house of John, where I'm talking my jive. And you better be nice or you won't survive. Ras the Prince. Mumya. So, is Matt Barr secretly his own wife? Just for the clippers out there, just for the people that clip the shows, I'm going to do a nice clean cut for you. Is Matt Barr secretly his own wife? The poll says 6% say no, he is not secretly his own wife. 38% say only at weekends he dresses up as her. And 56% his wife is his underage cousin. There you go it. From the scab's mouth, you have it. That is the facts. The people have spoken. The polls might change, but that was just for those of you that want a show, Matt, what the people have decided. Well, this is making me want to do a gig. I ain't done a gig in a few weeks. We got some new songs. We've been working on some new songs in Bjorn's garage. So hopefully next year I might be able to bring out a little album as well. A new one. There'll be a few reggae tunes on there. Obviously punk. That's my bread and butter. Thank you for tuning in tonight, everyone. You are amazing, as usual. Thank you for getting involved in the polls. The polls have shifted. We got 56% thinking that his wife's his cousin. 38% only at weekends. And 6% say no, The 6% is Matt, obviously.
When we were out at nights, like a smoke from a cigarette. Oh, it's all gone. It's gone, gone. Plans that we were making up, all those are all broken up like a dream. And waking up, oh, it's gone, gone. Things we shared a lot, like how we care a lot. Like the steam from a coffee pot, it's gone. It's gone.
So it's Sunday night where most of my viewers are now. I'm getting close to it being Monday morning. Well, it probably is actually. I don't know what the time is. It's almost midnight. So I'm almost going into the future. In about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I'll be living in the future from you, look. I'll be in another day. I might do a little picture.
Look at these storage cabinets.
Not fucking adverts again. I don't want to look at these storage cabinets, love. Dennis Rodriguez is sharing the Sherlock Holmes, Mike Barron link if anyone's interested. I'm drawing John Maiden. Well, my version of him. Young Maiden, everybody. I got the proportions a little bit wrong. His hat looks a bit weird. I should have put his hat down over his ears more. But I got the essence, I think. For a quick doodle, that was like 2 minutes. If I'd done a police sketch of John Maiden, they could probably catch through that, couldn't they? It's good enough. I could add more detail. Like really, you should have like a grimace or a scowl. Because John's kind of like, he's like the big bad wolf, isn't he? The Simon Cowell of the comic book world. I'd love to see John on a show judging comic book artists, like on a panel, doing that Simon Cowell shit. There's paint pens I use, acrylic paint pens. They're much better than felt tip pens. Thank you, Dr. Ben. I like to think my art's a little bit like your style, I guess. It's basic but effective. I shouldn't have said that really, because some people are going to think I'm Dr. Ben now, aren't they? I've been accused of being lots of people. Someone thought I was Frog Tony the other week. Someone was accusing me of being Frog Tony. I mean, where'd you get that one from, you absolute fucking psychopath? Are you that stupid? Frog fucking Tony. How are me and Frog Tony even the micro ounce similar? We're not. You got more chance calling me choke out than that. If I told you the truth, that I was actually Graham Nolan, then you wouldn't believe me, would you? Top Hat's in the chat. God bless. The polls are shifting. We've got 8% now saying no, 42 saying that Matt dresses up at weekends, and 50% saying that his wife is his underage cousin. The people are speaking. Top Hat's in the chat. Thank you very much. That's where he's at. I would risk trying to share a video with you, but it could fuck up the whole stream. So if I do try it, I might try it right before I end. And that way, if it fucks up, you know, you can prepare for it, that I'm not going to come back on. I've got to try and experiment with it, you see, and I'm frightened that if I do what I done yesterday, it'll cut the stream out again. And it's going so well. I'm having such a good chat with you all. And this is about how long it was yesterday, and then it cut out. So I've got to try and get a bit longer, just for my own sanity. A cross-dressing Matt Bar would be more entertaining than a regular bar. Yeah, I was thinking more like Norman Bates, like really shitly cross-dressed, just like a curly wig and like one of his old grandmother's dresses. I think that would suit Matt more. Imagine him running like a weird motel, like Norman Bates, and everyone that he comes in, he tries showing off his shitty artwork to. He's got it all on the walls of the rooms. And when he takes people to their rooms, he's like, you want to know about this piece here? And they're not really interested. But he tells them the history of it anyway. And if they talk about other artists, he gets really bitchy. He goes, oh, well, I don't want to hear about that. I was just telling you about this great piece of art on the wall. And then when they stay there overnight, he goes and gets dressed into his wife's persona. And that's when the film starts, like the horror film. I'm going to make a film out of it. That's a brilliant plot. We call it like the bar motel. But he's like going to be like a creepy motel receptionist. It is like he says that it belongs to his wife, but she doesn't actually exist. She did exist once. He was once married to his cousin, but she died, and he kept the skeleton in the basement. And now he dresses up as her to haunt his guests. Just chilling with Malin. Wolf and Bear, how you doing? I just saw the wolf and bear symbol. I love the Malin drawing. Hell, coach. Thank you, Katie. My wife will be in to tidy up your room. Yeah, that's brilliant. My wife will be in to tidy up your room later. Later on, Matt Barr shows up, dressed in a lovely sundress and apron. That's brilliant. Oh, I should make like an animated thing, shouldn't I? Like a spin-off of Made in Mystery. Or just in that style. The Bar Motel. A little short horror film. The polls are shifting once more. We got 48% thinking that it's the cousin, 44 only at weekends, and 7 for no. First for war. It sounds great. Yeah, it would be good actually. I'll have to put that in my little book and try and figure out a concept. I might make that into an animated series. You lot are brilliant, you know. Like, I say it a lot, but I want to be honest. Like a lot of creators forget to thank their fans and their supporters and the people that back them. Thank you for watching. I mean, you're taking time out of your Sunday, aren't you? When some of you might be with your families and stuff like that. And I want you to know that it's appreciated in a spiritual way. Thank you for being with me. Because I've seen some disastrous streams where it's just like hardly anyone watching. And it's obviously I don't mind. If that happened to me, I'd probably just carry on chatting myself for a little bit. If it got too quiet, then I'd have to stop it. But it's hard work. When you got good people like you lot coming in and helping out by asking questions, it's brilliant. Enjoy your and Malin's company. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to Mailing Mysteries coming out myself. I want to see what it'll be like. Like seeing it as I'm making it and watching it as a final piece is totally different. Because I'm editing it and making every little scene and tweaking things, the humour gets lost on me. The humour gets lost on me because I see it so much. It becomes mundane. But then when someone sees it for the first time ever, it's totally different. Please back pencils down, y'all. Dragging Justin. Yeah, the swamp. Listen to Katie did. Listen to Katie did, and she's put a link to it. Back pencils down. I like Dillard. Dillard's good. I like him even more now I know Matt's pissed off at him. But yeah, I always liked Dillard. Hence why I put him in May the Mysteries in the first ever slum scene. He was with Dark Gift as the right hand man in the slums. Because I knew even back then those two were sound. I wasn't too sure on the rest. I think I'm a good judge of character and I'm pretty damn fucking honest. I'll always be straight with you. I think that's what a lot of you like about me. I'll call a spade a spade. I ain't fucking bothered. I mean, life's too short to beat around the bush, ain't it? I've been around in life. I've been around the block a few times. I know that if you want something, you got to speak up. Never let the world dull your shine, sunshine. Right, the poll is actually pretty close now between Only at Weekends and his wife. So I'm going to leave it up for a bit longer. Just to be fair. And I'll end it in a bit. Because I might get a few different people coming in. It's getting later, so that you get a different algorithm of viewers, you see, as it gets later. More people drop in. Yeah, when I eventually get a better computer, I'll be able to make some more detailed episodes of Mailing Mysteries and things on that line as well. Better stuff. I'm just a better editor, cleaner. There's a lot of hard work doing it the way I do it. I run it through a lot of programs to get it how I need it to be. Top hats in the chat. Top hats in the chat are appreciated. I did have a little intro set up for you. I was trying to make an intro video for this. I released it earlier on my channel for my members. I was going to make it so it could come on this, but I couldn't work out how to do it. I don't think I can. It only gives me the option to play a random selection of different videos as a trailer, and I don't even know what that means. It's fucking weird. I guess I'm a bit of a boomer when it comes to all that. I'm from a much simpler time. If I was over in America, I'd probably be like a rockabilly or a hillbilly or something. I'd be like one of those cool people that just travels around in their car, a drifter, doing what they want, going where the wind takes them. I could be quite happy being a lone wolf. I'd talk to the animals like Dr. Dolittle. I'm good with animals. One of my mates used to call me the rat whisperer. Top Hat's in the chat. Thank you, everyone. Adam Weber, Hansel Hauser, Ralph Mack, Ditto. I like the Jonny Talks Jive intro. Saw it earlier. Very cool. Thank you, Adam Weber. Yeah, it was just a little bit of a laugh. Mikasa Sukasa, Johnny, says Dr. Ben. Yeah, this is just a bit of a laugh, really. I'll try and play it at the end of this. At the end of the stream, I'll try and play it, and hopefully it don't crash. I'll see how it works, because it says I can share a screen. But I swear I went to do that yesterday, and it fucked the stream up. I might be being paranoid, I don't know. So I'm just not risking it at the minute. Me and Dr. Ben go back to when I first started Comicsgate Commandos. He was one of the first people to answer the call with Patrick Quinlan and Carbon Heart. I mean, a lot of people just thought I was nuts, but they stood by me. They were my first friends, my first brothers. And look what we done together. Look at what we achieved. We created one of Comicsgate's best up and coming shows for you lot, where we promote the creme de la creme, where they promote the best artists around, without all the shittiness that you get from the other shows. Real recognises real. That's what Dr. Ben says, and that's true. Ben answered the call, and we helped each other out ever since. I saw that as him helping me out, and I'd like to think that I've tried to help him out along the way as well. And I try to help all my commando brothers out. We're very close. I mean, for online acquaintances, we're very close. We share a lot. Obviously, you know, I talk to John Maiden. He's nice enough to come on my shows when I request, when I ask him, if I give him enough time, because he takes a few days to answer his messages. He's a very he's not very on that. But yeah, he's always been kind enough to come on for the Mailing Mystery specials. Some very close, good friends in Comicsgate, and I'm very blessed. I've even been on Shane Davis's show before for about half hour. But yeah, he's brilliant as well. I get on with him. And I feel very blessed for that. A humble creator from England interacting with all you lot. And I'm not being funny, and I'm not just trying to big them up. But some of these artists, that I speak to and stuff, they're in my view they're A-list in the comic book world. So it's pretty good, really. We've hit the 2-hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. It is officially midnight in England, so that means I'm now living in the future. I am in Sunday morning. I'm ahead of time. I'm going to take the risk now because I don't want these shows to go on forever. 2 hours is sufficient, I think. I don't want to milk you. I'm going to take the risk now and try and share my video that I made. So if I do cut out, then I've had a brilliant show and thank you for all your super chats and memberships. And you know I love you. And I'll try and release these little Jive talks sporadically. Let's see if it cuts me out, alright? Let's see if it cuts me out. If it doesn't, then God bless. Let's try it. I might be wrong. Hang on. Let me put the graphics down a bit because that's probably not helping.
Johnny walks in with a strut so sly. He talks the jive and he reaches the sky. Home sees him and they start to freeze. Johnny's talking jive with the greatest ease. Johnny talks jive. Johnny's in town, there's no chance of defeat. Jive talking cracker, he's the man in demand. He's got rhythm and soul like the beach to the sand. Honking man tries, but he can't keep pace.
Well, that's playing really shit. I'm quite surprised at that.
Johnny's got moves that he can replace. People all gather when Johnny's around. 'Cause he's talking that jive with a heavenly sound. Johnny talks jive, he's a king on the street. When Johnny's in town, there's no chance of defeat. Jive talking cracker, he's the man in demand. He's got rhythm and soul like the beach to the sand.
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been a brilliant chat tonight. I love you all. Thank you for all you do for me.
When Johnny starts jiving, it's a magical ride. He's got the flavor that you just can't deny. Johnny's talking jive and he's reaching the sky. Johnny talks jive, he's a king on the street. When Johnny's in town, there's no chance of defeat. Jive talking cracker, he's the man in demand. He's got rhythm and soul like the beach to the sand.
I love you all. You're fucking amazing. Thank you for tuning in to Jonny Talks Jive, episode 2. I will be back. More of these brilliant talks. And in the meantime, my crackers, you stay steady out there. They ain't but Fucking no. I was trying to do a Cyrus impression then. Ain't but 100 police to mix it. Thank you for tuning in. You've all been brilliant. Love ya. It actually worked. And you were all amazing. Wherever you are in the world, I bid you farewell. I'll catch you soon. Adios, folks. Oh, hang on. I didn't do the poll, did I? There you go. There's the actual poll. People have spoken. That is set in stone. There you go, Matt. There's the truth for you. Adios, folks. I fucking love you. You're the best.